Please be seated. Good evening, faculty, distinguished guests, family, friends, and class of 2017. My name is Pastor Josh. It's been an honor to be your pastor. I speak on Thursdays at their chapel and share with them about who God is. And I'm going to take a little time now just to give you a short message, and I'll do an opening prayer, and we'll get the night started. I am so honored to have known all of you. I remember when I first started speaking, I taught some of you guys how to sing. Remember, we had a choir? And that was the first time that I met you. But as I got to know you, I see how passionate you all are, how open your hearts are. And I hope that, when I share with you about who God is, that some of you really think about your life and really think about who Jesus Christ is. And whether you have accepted Christ in your heart or not, I hope that you will still keep searching, that you'll still keep praying and still find out who God really is. But we will always remember you, Cornerstone here. We will always be praying for you all, each and every one of you. And college is one of the most important times in your life. You will be making some of the biggest decisions of your life. We all want to be rich, right? We all want to have successful jobs. We want to be famous. But the most important question to answer is, what does God want? If you choose wrong, life will be extra difficult. So my message to you is, seek after God and not your own wisdom. There are unlimited choices. You can make what degree you want to achieve, who you want to spend your time with. I pray that you make the right choices. Follow God's will. Know what to say no to. In the end, it's not about what you want, but really what God wants. And when I share with you a verse, it's found in Matthew 6:33. But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. So continue seeking after God, and he will bless you, and he will take care of you, and we will always be here for you, praying for you. Let us all pray together. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for tonight. It sets another milestone for a future. And Lord, we know that you give us everything that is good. You've provided our families and our friends. And Lord, we pray that you will continue to be with these young people, that your Spirit will go with them, that you will lead them to your truth, that you will take care of them, Lord. Thank you for this time that we have. I pray that you will be here with us as we celebrate their next chapter in their life. Thank you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Congratulations.
Thank you, Pastor Josh. So good evening, everybody. Reverend Lung, Pastor Josh, Mr. Wong, Cornerstone Academy, faculty, administration, parents, guardians, family and friends, and I didn't forget you guys, the Cornerstone Academy class of 2017. I'm Rob Cutler. I'm the associate head of school and the head of the upper school. And I just want to say that the class of 2017 is truly a class of 2017. Beyond compare. I can't think of any class of 2017 that I would rather have known than this class of 2017. And dare I say, the greatest class of 2017, in the history of Cornerstone Academy. All right, I think I've pandered to you guys enough. Now I could spend the next 45 minutes telling you how great you are, how you're going to go off and do great things, and how you're going to change the world. But then I'd be just like every other commencement speaker ever in the history of commencements. In other words, you'd be bored to tears. Hal would daydream about his cars. Joanna and Connie would think about whether they really are sisters separated at birth, which is why people can't tell them apart. Ben would fall asleep. Alan, both of them, would play video games on their phones. And Jolie would just keep interrupting me to sign her yearbook. So I won't do that. I'm also not going to try to give you all sorts of practical advice for college. I suspect you'll get plenty of advice later in this ceremony. Instead, I want to take a few moments to be serious and talk about what I think is one of the most interesting words in the English language: bittersweet. The dictionary defines bittersweet as something pleasant or happy tinged with sadness. I can think of no better word to describe our collective feelings tonight. Parents, you can and should be so proud of your children. They have blossomed and matured into fine young women and men who are headed off to college next year. As a fellow parent who has seen 5 children graduate from high school, I know how bittersweet these feelings are. At the same time that you feel such joy about how your children turned out, you can't help but feel a little sad that they are no longer the little babies you once held in your arms and nurtured. Faculty, you have guided and mentored this class, sometimes prodded and cajoled this class, and sometimes dragged this class, kicking and screaming, to become students. You have helped them to improve their reading and writing, to expand their appreciation for literature, to see the beauty of mathematics, to explore the worlds of history and science, and above all, to find a love of learning. But it's bittersweet. Just when you have finished molding these seniors into the learners that you knew they could be and hoped they would become, they have the audacity to graduate. And you have to start all over again with the incoming freshmen. Such is the difficult life of a teacher. Seniors, tonight is bittersweet for you as well. Look around you. You have spent more time with your classmates over the past several years than probably anyone else in your lives. You have had good times with them, bad times with them, just okay times with them. But no matter what your interactions with your classmates were, they helped define you. They are part of who you have become. And now in just a few short months, you and your classmates will go to college. You will go from spending 8 hours a day with some of your classmates to possibly not seeing them again for 8 months or maybe even 8 years. Yet this should not diminish the excitement you feel about opening a new chapter in your lives. If anything, this new chapter will be better because your classmates will always be a part of you. So although tonight is in many ways bittersweet for all of us, it is important to remember that experiencing a tinge of sadness makes the good memories you have that much better, the happiness you feel that much more intense, and the celebration we share tonight that much brighter. So, class of 2017, tonight is your night. Enjoy it, savor it, and cherish it. But be sure to give your parents, family, and friends and teachers an extra hug tonight, for although they are thrilled for you and what you will accomplish in the future, like you, they will have a tinge of sadness as well. Class of 2017, all right, I'm really done pandering now. I wish you all the best. Now go out and change the world. Congratulations. I now have the pleasure of introducing our faculty speaker this year. Alvin Liu is one of our most versatile faculty members. He teaches history, psychology, computer science, and mathematics. And he's a great teacher in all of these disciplines. Furthermore, he's also a Cornerstone Academy alumnus. He graduated in 2005 from the high school. So now I give you Alvin Liu.
All right, so I know you guys asked me to speak. I didn't want to speak so long, so I let all the other teachers talk. Can you guys play the video?
Hi, seniors. Thank you for having me for this past 4 years. And I see some of you guys grew a lot from this past 4 years. I was just looking at some of your pictures, like some of you guys had like short hair, and then now it's like, you guys look so mature. So there's a lot of challenges during, this 4 years, but I'm really having fun with you guys. And then I just want to wish you guys a good luck in college. Just something that to remember, like you guys came to Cornerstone for a good reason. So maybe you will not know now, but then like at the end, maybe after 10 years, 12 years, it's, you guys are going to see each other. Just make sure you still keep that memories that you built at Cornerstone. When you graduate, come back, visit us. So grow up. Be a man of God, be a woman of God, be responsible, and make your parents proud. That's some of the advice that I'm going to give you guys. All right. Bye. Good luck.
Congratulations, class of 2017. It's been a really fun year walking around the school and coming to your classes to see the amazing things you've done at each of your classes, solving the problems, celebrating your successes, crying over the failures. We pushed you. We made a lot of changes, and it's obvious the hard work you put into it. Because at the end of the day, so many amazing universities sent you offer letters, and for that, I congratulate you and look forward to hearing about all that you're doing in the future.
Embrace the community. Go see the plays. See movies in the student union. Walk when you can. Take breaks and read. Enjoy the campus. Maintain or develop a strong work ethic. Pay attention to how you learn and work best. Be safe. Don't forget to call home, especially if you have younger siblings. Get some sleep. Try and love every minute, and be thankful you get this opportunity. Go with the flow. As long as you're out there participating in real life, the universe has a way of laying things at you.
Hi, senior. This is the best energy bar for you in college. If you feel hungry, if you need something to eat, this is the bar. Am I doing a commercial? No. Oh, I'm supposed to talk to the senior. Hello, senior. Now, today is your graduation day. I hope everyone is well. I congratulate everyone and wish you a good summer. And then when you go to college, remember to buy some of this. Now, I do have a word of advice to you. If you do not go after what you want, you will never have it. If you do not ask, the answer will always be no. Get it to her? Example, Julie wanted to play basketball. She asked for it. Mr. Cutler said, okay, we have sport. We have basketball. See, that's how it goes. If you do not step forward, you will always be in the same place. So again, congratulations, senior class 2017.
Hey seniors, 3 pieces of advice. First of all, as you get older, eat less and exercise more. It's a lot easier to put the weight on than it is to take it off. Second piece of advice is watch what you spend money on. It's a lot easier to spend than it is to save. And finally, a verse from the Bible, Proverbs 3, 5 and 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not into your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him and he will direct thy paths. Thank you.
So why do I even have to do this? This year? Why do I even have to do this, man? Tim Yee was my favorite student, and I didn't even get to teach Tim Yee there. You guys are all terrible. Alright, so for you are all very smart kids with very bright futures, and I sincerely hope that you will all reach your goals and continue to excel. Is that good, Sean? So seriously, are we done?
Are we done?
No? Okay. So we've also shown you God's love, grace, and sometimes we've also shown you mercy. I sincerely hope that you all do show that for those that are under you in the future. All right. So anyone you guys have end up taking care of or boss of or work with, I sincerely hope you guys all show God's love, grace, and mercy to everyone else as well. We, as teachers, have tried to show you this, and hopefully you guys have learned that from all the faculty and Pastor Josh, and remember it as you guys continue on with your college careers.
Congratulations on graduating, last graduating class of Cornerstone Academy. This is really exciting. As you go on to college, don't forget to remember all of the great things about high school. Remember walking down that hallway to the little theater. Remember chemistry classes. Remember your teachers. But don't get lost in the past. Remember that your best moments are still to come. That college is going to be so much better than high school ever was, even though I hope you had a great high school experience. Have a good time. Don't forget us, but also go on to do great things.
Okay.
Good luck.
The class of 2017. What can I say about the class of 2017 that hasn't been said before? I love my school.
Class of 2017, congratulations. You are fantastic. Best of luck, and we'll miss you.
Okay, 3 things. 1, you worked hard this year, and I'm really proud of how hard you worked on your college applications. We had so much to do in the first couple of months, and you stayed focused and got it done. I'm proud of you. Number 2, there is going to be a lot of changes still next year, and I want to make sure you know that you can always contact me if you need something. And yep, number 3. It was really fun to be your college counselor this year. I liked getting to know all of you, and I'm excited to see what you're going to do in the future. So, have a good year. Congratulations, class of 2017.
Congratulations, class of 2017. I'm so proud of you, and I'm going to miss you.
All right, so good evening, everyone, parents, students, and staff. I just wanted to thank you guys for allowing me to speak at your graduation ceremony today. I honestly really don't like graduations. I didn't walk on stage when I graduated from college. Yesterday, I missed my little brother's graduation, but right here, I'm with you guys all right now. That's how much I care about you guys. And it's something that I'm more than happy to do if my students are asking me for it, all right? I taught some of you guys last year, and I taught some of you guys the first time this year. I didn't know one person this year. I had no idea who that was, all right? But the thing is, all of us as faculty have taught you guys the whole 4 years here, right? So teaching you guys was a privilege. It was a blessing, sometimes the best part of my day. But a lot of times, even more, you guys were a source of headache and frustration, man. Like, this is probably the same for every single faculty here at Cornerstone. Like, at Cornerstone, you cannot choose the teachers you get. But as a teacher, I cannot choose the students I get, all right? So, unfortunately, like, I have who I have. I'm sure, and yesterday, I'm sure, like, yes, some of you guys were just heard, like, on that video too, I didn't even get to teach my favorite student this year. But apparently, every teacher is his favorite teacher. So, that being said, I want you all to understand that no one here, absolutely no one here, wants to see you guys fail or be miserable, okay? We all want to see you be happy, succeed. You guys are all my students at one point, except Hao-Ting. We've all had a responsibility of educating you and helping you guys get on to the next point in your life. And make no mistake, We all work really hard to see you guys succeed at whatever your goals were and will be. We pull and advocate for you guys. We cheer on for you guys during the student meetings or the teacher meetings at lunch, and are immensely overjoyed to see you guys succeed. The intrinsic rewards that come along with seeing students grow is a constant reminder that our work here at Cornerstone is both meaningful and important. It was our job to shape and guide you guys along for the next step. And I'm desperately hoping, I really am hoping you guys are prepared next year. But if not, that's okay. You guys will learn, and you guys are all very capable of succeeding at the next level. Because really, your success defines our success as teachers. Whatever your definition of success is, if you guys achieve it, we did our job, all right? So I'm gonna talk about goals right now. I once asked my favorite student what his goal was. He said, Mr. Liu, I just want my paper. I just want my paper, okay? His paper from university here in America that said, you studied and graduated. He didn't BS me saying he wanted to be the best student. He didn't say he wanted to go like Berkeley, UCLA. He just wanted to graduate from America. Truthfully, it would have been nice to hear that he would have aimed higher, but it's refreshing to hear his honesty. I've heard a couple times during the faculty meetings that the student could have done a lot better. But you know what? He told the students he just wanted to pass. He just wanted C's. He just wanted to get on to the next stage. And guess what, guys? C's get degrees, right? Hey, if that was what success was to him, I'm equally happy to see him achieve that goal. So whatever your goals might be, whatever attitude you have about school, Cornerstone, college next year, I hope you guys have learned and appreciate the education that you guys have been provided. You know, your teachers, we slave away every night preparing lessons and grading. You know, I love grading, right? Your parents, they work extremely hard to provide you guys with the opportunity to study in America. And your teachers, you know what? You guys studying here, your teachers actually give a damn about you guys, all right? You all study hard to pass your APs. Some of you guys earn A's, some of you guys are happy with C's. But you guys pass those tests, you guys finish those projects. The things you guys experienced in Cornerstone and the education you received is something you should all cherish, treasure, and appreciate. Because the truth is, 10 years from now, you probably won't remember who taught you biology, or calculus, or history, or English. You guys won't remember any of your teachers. Well, you guys probably would remember your chemistry teacher, though. No one's gonna forget him, right? Half you guys probably won't even remember what I'm saying after this graduation is over. But that's okay. What you take away from this, what you experienced your past 4 years here at Cornerstone, what you've learned throughout all your years of education, no one can take that away from you, okay? Whatever education you get, no one can take that away. If after today you crash your car, you lose your wallet, you get evicted from your house, if you lose everything material, understand this. Again, no one can take away everything you've learned, everything you've experienced, and the education you get. Next year, it's going to be a brand new start. Be sincere in your approach to schooling. This is something that you should do for yourself and no one else. You guys should study hard for yourself, all right? Whether or not you take education seriously, next year you guys got to own up to it. Strive for more and achieve better than you think you are capable of. Even if you're the worst student, I personally believe in each and every one of you, and so do the rest of your teachers. We all think you guys are going to do well next year. After all, we will still be cheering you guys on years after you take your last step outside those green doors. I know I say this as teachers. I cannot choose my students, and you guys cannot choose your teachers. Everything about this changes next year. You don't like your morning class? Take a night class. You don't like your teacher? Switch professors. You don't like your grade? Drop the class. Take it again next semester and try harder, okay? But for the teachers, they're not going to get to know you guys like all the faculty have gotten to know you guys. You guys are just another 100 of those students they teach this semester. They've taught thousands of students last semester, next couple years. So it's very likely they're not even going to remember you guys unless you're constantly volunteering during lectures, saying you're going to beat up or kill the person you don't like, right, that disagrees with your hours. So here you go. I'm almost done. Once a sergeant told me about the squeaky wheel, okay? I sometimes tell this to the students in my class. I don't think I told it to you guys. So you guys might drive a car, hear something, you might hear the wheel squeak, okay? And you say to yourself, hey, that's not really a big problem. Most people say, but that's not normal. That's not ordinary. The wheel's squeaking. You can just keep going and ignore the squeak. But over time, it's going to get louder and more annoying. So you go out, you go oil the car, or you go oil the wheel, make it stop from making noise. But most people are pretty lazy, okay? They won't go out, they won't wash the car, they won't polish the rims, they won't even oil the rest of the wheels. But at least that squeaky wheel was oiled and taken care of, okay? I tell you this because you guys are the wheels. The car, your education, is supported because of these wheels. Like, pretend the wheel breaks, okay? Other cars will keep going on. By the time you fix that wheel, they'll be far past you all. If a wheel breaks, and it's a surprise to everyone, that's because no one paid attention to that wheel. If the wheel is constantly making noise, it's going to need to be fixed. In the same way, you all need to be responsible for your own education and ensure that your needs are met. The professor is not going to bother you if you don't ask for the help you need. They might even drop you from the class if you don't show up, okay? You need to be the ones that make the most noise, to be making sure that you guys get taken care of. Be the squeaky wheel. Final thing I want to say is, we're all excited to see you guys leave and take on new experiences and challenges. Congratulations, guys. You guys all graduated. Work hard to reach your next goal. We'll all be waiting to see what your next success will be. It's been very bittersweet. Thank you.
Thank you, Alvin. Let's give Alvin another round of applause. It's now time for the presentation of our academic awards. As I announce the recipient, I would like the student to come up on stage using the right stairs to receive the award. Each student receives a book chosen by the teachers in the department. The student's name will also be inscribed on a plaque that will hang at Cornerstone. The recipients may hold the plaques tonight. We'll give it to them up on stage because they're great for photos, but you guys do need to return them at the end of the evening. The Founders Award is given in honor of Reverend Chanson and Dr. Genevieve Lau, the founders of Cornerstone Academy. Unfortunately, they cannot be here with us tonight, so I ask Reverend Lung to present the award. The Founders Award is given to the senior who best combines educational passion with Christian ideals. This year, the Founders Award is given to Sean Wang. The Head of School Award is given to the senior who best exemplifies the qualities of leadership, character, and personal responsibility. The award is presented by Derek Wong, Cornerstone's Head of School. This year, the recipient of the Head of School Award is Iris Wang. As I mentioned, each academic department chooses a student to receive a departmental award. This student or students best demonstrates passion, capability, and achievement in the given discipline. The recipient receives a book that is inscribed by members of the department. Presenting the Athletics Award is Ricky Tang, Director of Athletics. And the recipients of the Athletics Awards are Jolie Cheng and Ryan A. Now presenting the Computer Science Award is the versatile Alvin Liu. And the winner of the Computer Science Award is also Ryan Eng. Now presenting the English and the English Language Development Awards are Logan Quigley and Mandy Yu. Unfortunately, Molly Davida was not able to join us tonight, but is here in spirit. And the recipient of the English Award is Kelly Shee, and the recipient of the English Language Development Award is Paulvit Situ. Accepting the award on their behalf. They're coming? Ah. Were they upstairs? Ah. Is Kelly coming as well? No. Okay. Then we'll just hold on the award and give it to her later. In history and social sciences, the presenters are Dan Arthur and again, Alvin Liu. And the recipient of the History and Social Sciences Award is Sean Wang. In mathematics, Yuli Yi and, you guessed it, Alvin Liu will present the award. And the winner of the Mathematics Award is Calvin Liang. Ryan Weibel will present the Performing Arts Award. This year's recipient of the Performing Arts Award for the second year in a row is Wiki Shia. In religious studies, Dan Arthur and Mandy Yu will present the award. The recipient of the Religious Studies Award is Alexis Callias. Hillary Gross and Ricky Tang will present the Science Awards. In biology, the recipient is Calvin Liang, and in chemistry, the recipient is Darren Lee. In visual arts, Ethan Chan will present the award. And there are two recipients this year of the Visual Arts Award, Alan Liu and Saisi Wang. And our last departmental award is in world languages and will be presented by Grace Chen. And this year's recipient of the World Languages Award is also Kelly Shi, who apparently isn't here, so we will give that to her later. Okay? Finally, we want to recognize our AP Scholars. The College Board grants the AP Scholar Award to students who receive scores of 3 or higher on 3 or more advanced placement exams. Remember that advanced placement courses are college-level classes that often earn students who pass the exam, placement, and/or credit when they go to college. Because the results of this year's AP exams are not released until July, these 4 students earned the AP Scholar Award based on their performance through the end of last year. Their names will be inscribed on a plaque that will be hung here at Cornerstone Academy. Our AP scholars as of the end of 2016 are Hao Chen, Darren Lee, Sean Wang, and Chris Xu. And come up for a picture and to get the plaque. So by the way, you hear a lot of rattling from some of these students as they walk along. They're wearing certain medals that have to do with whether or not they are the valedictorian, salutatorian, on the heads list, on receiving the General Excellence Award, or on student council. So that's why they're clanging so much. Now, the salutatorian is the student with the second highest overall grade point average at the end of their senior year. This year, we have 2 students whose grade point averages are indistinguishable, and we are pleased to honor them both as co-salutatorians, Calvin Liang and Harry Liu. Now, because neither of them wanted to speak first, I told them I'd flip a coin to decide. So, Harry, you call it. It's heads. Sorry, Calvin, you're up first. Ladies and gentlemen, our first co-salutatorian, Calvin Liang.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Calvin, class of 2017. Today, we are all sitting here to celebrate what we have been looking forward to for a long time. With all the blessings from our teachers, we are approaching the destination of our high school life with all our prominent accomplishments on academic and sports. Our experiences through these years have taught us indelible and consequential lessons. Even though we have been through some insurmountable tasks, make some mistakes. Back to 3 or 4 years ago, we all did not know this would have happened to everyone. However, now we all make our commencement ceremony happen. All of us have experienced a lot that needs us to remember. We all went to Santa Cruz for a matriculation retreat, having fun in the amusement park. We all attended some kind of sports, even though I dropped most of them and was only willing to keep check with the score. We all appeared to be immature the first time we met each other, as if we tried to make fun of each other. There comes a big memory for me in this school. One of my crucial parts is academics. I would like to address the help from one of my favorite teachers, Mr. Tang. I don't know. Obviously, he could be the funniest one. Chemistry is my favorite subject during my high school years. I took Mr. Tan's AP chemistry class in my junior year. His way of teaching is unforgettable, maybe to be described as hilarious. However, it is him who gives me all the opportunity to learn the mystery of chemistry, to understand how this beautiful universe is composed from minute atoms and molecules. He shared and instructed me with all his knowledge about chemistry. We may not know about what will happen to all of us, but we should be glad that we all experience the same thing as a group. The past is for us to honor, to remember. Everything that has occurred should not be the barricade of our life, but the adventure for our own good. Congratulations, 2017. We all make it to graduation.
Calvin, I have to agree with you that Mr. Tang is a great chemistry teacher, but hilarious? Are we talking about the same person? Thank you, Calvin. Based on everything I've heard from the faculty, I only regret never having had the privilege of teaching you here at Cornerstone. Our second co-salutatorian is Harry Liu. Now, I've had the privilege of teaching Harry, however, and I can attest that this honor is well-deserved. You did turn on all your discrete math homework, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Harry Liu.
Good evening, everyone. It is such an honor to have you all here tonight to celebrate our unforgettable commencement. I am Harry Liu. To the class of 2017, today, today is an important day for all of us, as we celebrate years of hardships yet memorable moments in high school. Please look around and express your sincere gratitude to the people who taught and inspired us. The families, teachers, and friends, by giving everyone a round of applause. My greatest appreciation goes to my parents, grandmother, my uncle, and my aunt. They are the reason why I study hard and strive for my best. Without them, I won't be attend one of the finest institutions or even dream to study in America. I also want to further address the enormous amount of efforts of our three homeroom teachers, Mr. Tan, Mrs. C, and Ms. Yu, has put into the class of 2017. They planned events, activities, and creative lessons to enrich our study, to create an environment where we have a second home. We will forever grateful for it. 4 years ago, as we started studying at Cornerstone, many of us are far from home. So there are times where we will miss our family. Luckily, Cornerstone is not just a school, it is our home. We play, laugh, share secrets, and most importantly, share memories. I will for sure miss the Catch Me If You Can series. The birthday tradition of standing on the table, and how we support each other walking out of the Yosemite Spider Cave. Truth be told, basketball has been one of the most memorable events in my high school. I love basketball, not only because it is fun, but also because of our basketball coach Tim. Not only did he teach the skill of basketball, but the way life is. Thank you, Coach Tim. He once showed us a video about Steve Jobs' commencement for Stanford. Steve Jobs talked about connecting the dots. He dropped out of Reed College so he can take some classes that he truly enjoys. It was a scary moment for him, but he made the decision anyway. And he designed the first computer with beautiful typographics later. He said it was impossible to connect the dots looking forwards when I was in college, but it was clear looking backwards 10 years later. You have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. You have to believe in something, your guts, destiny, karma, whatever. Because believing that the dots will somehow connect down the road will give you the confidence to follow your heart, even when it leads you off the well-worn path, and that will make all the difference. When we were doing everyday assignments and projects, we couldn't see why or where it would lead us. Now, as I looking back to Mr. Arthur assigning what's in the Bible classwork, Mr. Color leaving us behind to recruit more new students, Mr. Yichen testing about the history of art, Mr. G finding tons of biology visual labs, and Mr. Lu giving daily psychology quizzes. I realized that the complications in life lead us to do better and have a greater chance of succeeding. Therefore, don't be afraid to put more efforts and get yourself ready. It might lead you a mysterious path that you never expect someday. Thank you all again for coming to celebrate this great moment with us. Congratulations, class of 2017. We made it. I wish you all the best in college. Keep fighting. Stay hungry and stay foolish. Thank you. May we meet again.
Thank you, Harry, for such a thoughtful reflection on your time here. And I can attest that you and your classmates in my classes were always up to the challenges that I set, even when I was, as you put it, leaving you behind to recruit students. I really couldn't ask for better students. Now I'd like to invite Calvin to come back up to the podium. As salutatorians, both Harry and Calvin's names are engraved on this plaque, which will hang at Cornerstone. They also receive a small scholarship which they can use towards their future education. All right. Thank you. The valedictorian is the student with the highest overall grade point average at the end of his or her senior year. I was fortunate to have taught this year's valedictorian, Venus, both last year and this year. Students such as Venus are not only a pleasure to teach, but also force me to be a better teacher. I have to know all the ins and outs of the topic we are covering, otherwise I run the risk of getting stumped by her questions. She has a passion for mathematics, and I expect her to do great things in the future. So without further ado, I would now like to present the valedictorian of the class of 2017, Venus Jin.
evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for attending tonight's graduation ceremony and celebrating the significant moments of class of 2017. My name is Venus James, and I'm the valedictorian of this year's. It's my pleasure to stand here and share my high school experience with all of you. Firstly, I want to express my appreciations and gratitude to my friends, my teachers, and my family. Without them, I would not have the honorable chance to give this speech. We have completed the basic education that serves as a platform we use to launch ourselves into future. College is not a distant reality anymore, but a new stage we are stepping into. We are about to separate into different places. No matter where we go, there are challenges ahead of us. But I believe that all of you have the courage and capability to live with obstacles. Over these years in Cornerstones, we became more mature and independent, and we can handle the hardship with our head held high and heart wide open. The first lesson I learned is to be socialized. Most of us are international students, and it's tough for us to study in a brand new environment. I remember how anxious I was on the first day I came to the school, because I'm not an outgoing person, and I didn't know anyone in the school. I was always sitting in a corner with my headphone on and hoping someone comes to talk to me. But soon I realized it's impossible, because I'm a transfer student and my classmates already built up their cliques. It means that I have to be the one to break the ice. Therefore, I become a proactive person. I talk as much as I can with my classmates, and gradually, I integrate to them. Similarly, we are all alone at the beginning of the college life. What we need to do is calm down and talk. You don't need to be a very enthusiastic person, but we should not be afraid of our new surroundings. I believe that all of us will make many friends because we all have the qualities that make us interesting and enjoyable to be with. The second lesson I learned from this year is independence. As we enter high school, we need to take care of our own lives, doing laundries, cleaning up our dorms, and even traveling alone. For me, it is the first time that I possess so much cash in my own bank account. And it was after one day when I discovered that I had used up my pocket money for the following month that I realized I need to manage my own spending. I began to record my monthly expenditures and plan accordingly. There are many examples like this. Through these trials and errors, I learned how to live on my own. Independence is what we need to survive in the world. It is the ability to support ourselves and the key to the future success. As we grow up, we start to feel the burden upon our shoulders. We need to take up the responsibility that the society gives us and should be responsible to others as well as ourselves. We are now living in a world full of uncertainty. As we graduate and start a new chapter of our lives, I hope all of us can be valuable parts of the society, actively seeking positive changes, holding on to values and beliefs that we cherish. Teenagers, more or less, feel lost sometimes, and so am I. As an international student, I have experienced quite a lot of cultural shock. I question my decision to study abroad and leave my family behind. I question myself when I felt I was behind the others. I also wonder what I was supposed to do when I grow up, which I have not yet figured out even nowadays. Cornerstone has witnessed all these doubts and anxiety, and it's like its name. It is a cornerstone of my life. I have so many memories here, and I believe so do many of you. Maybe someday in the future, I will record upon the days I spent here, of those nights I stay up preparing for exams, of the cheerful moments that I enjoyed, and of the secrets that I kept in mind. It is now almost the end of our high school years, but our journey does not end. In the future, we will have more to learn, more people to meet, and more responsibility on our shoulders. This graduation is just the start of a brand new page of our lives. In the end, May our precious memories live on. May my friendship last forever. And I wish every one of you have a bright future. Class of 2017. Happy graduation. Thank you.
Don't sit down yet. All right. Thank you, Venus. There are some true words of wisdom in your speech. I really hope that you guys were listening closely to her. Venus also gets a plaque as valedictorian and a small scholarship from us as well. It's now the time that you've all been waiting for, the presentation of the diplomas. Well, that's good. We can clap. Lucian Tanner, Director of Admissions, will read each student's name. The student will come up on stage from the right, receive his or her diploma, bow to the audience, and then leave the stage on the left. Congratulating each student will be Derek Wong, Head of School, Dan Arthur, Dean of Faculty, Hillary Gross, Dean of Students, and myself. Class of 2017. Are you ready? Okay, let's do this.
Daiwei David B. Hao Chen. Jolie Chang. And Oi Ryan Eng. Yuan Fang. Hao Ting He. Raging Iris Huang. Zhelong Alan Huang. Sin Venus Jin. Shufan Francis Lee. Tao Calvin Liang. Hao Han Liu. UC Allen Liu. Hakim Ben Orr. Jalin Charlie Shen. Yifan Lucy Shi. Hanbo Wang. Jialu Joanna Wang. Xuan Xu. Zheng Xin Tim Yi. Wei Jian Bob Zhang. Wei Peng Zhang. Zhiran Zhang.
right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to once again thank all the parents, family, and friends who are able to come and join us for this momentous occasion. At this point, I'm going to present the class of 2017. So if you may, class of 2017, please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2017 has completed all coursework necessary set forth by the school and the state of California. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and staff of Cornerstone Academy and the power vested to me by the state of California, I now proudly present to you the graduated class of 2017. To signify this momentous occasion, I'm going to ask the graduates to move the tassels from your left, right, to your right. And once again, let's give the class of 2017 a round of applause. Okay, we will continue with our program. Please be seated.
All right, I now want to invite Hao Ting He up to the stage to sing You Raise Me Up by Josh Groban.
Today is May 20th. In Mandarin, this means I love you, 我爱你。今天我的妈妈和姐来到这里参加我的毕业典礼。此时此刻，我想对他们说声我爱你们。When I am down and know my soul so weary. When troubles come and my heart burdened be, then I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and say the wire with me. You raise me up so I can stand the mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. Raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand the mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. me sing. I am strong when I am on your shoulder. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand the mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up to more than I can be. 谢谢，谢谢。
Lucy Shi is our student council president. She has done an amazing job this year at leading student council and organizing things like the matriculation retreat, prom, and helping set an example for the rest of the students at the school. I would now like to ask Lucy to come to the podium for some closing remarks.
Think about all that brought us here. All the grades, all the group projects, all the school activities, all the efforts, all of it. It all comes here tonight. As the ceremony approaches to the end, we prepared a video of all the memories we had in Cornerstone and expectations in the future. Please enjoy.
I can see it in your eyes that you are restless. The time has come for you to leave. It's so hard to let you go, but in this life I know you have to be who you were made to be. As you step out on the road, I'll say a prayer. Goodbye. again.
I have a dream that I can be the man I want to be, and I have the ability to support my family unconditionally.
My dream is to be a successful businessman, and I can own my own company.
My dream is find a good job and then don't need my parents to worry about me.
When I'm a child, my first dream is to be a player. But now, I just want to find a good job and living with my family.
My dream is never run out of money in my wallet.
Hi, my dream is to fulfill everything that I promised to my dad. It is something I wouldn't want to say, but it is something to achieve.
My dream is to be an artist.
I want to be a dentist. Moreover, I want to have an individual house, a happy family, and a fancy car.
I want to be a billionaire when I grow older.
My dream actually I want to entertain people, make people have fun in their life. Yeah.
My dream is to become a pharmacist.
My dream is to become an actuarial.
My dream is to become financial independent in college.
My dream is to be one of the best forensic scientists in the nation.
I don't have any specific goals for my future, but I want to become a person that is brave to try out everything, and I can talk to others bravely.
My dream is to become a flight attendant.
My dream is to discover or invent something new.
I dream of world peace, where all beings can live in a life of peace. A world where there's no difference between the rich or poor, and life being pleasant forevermore.
My dream is to be a businessman.
My dream is find a good job after I graduate from the university.
My dream is to be a nurse.
My dream is to start my own company one day.
My dream is I can control my own
Things I learned for these 4 years is that how to set out a target and strive for it to accomplish my target.
In these few years, I learned how to be a better person, and I find out what mistake that I have in these few years, and I learned how to connect with each other and make more friends.
What I learned in these 3 years is how to set a goal to myself and how to reach it.
These 2 years I come to America, I learned how to make a business with people, and I know what's the difference between Chinese culture and American culture.
In these 3 years, I learned how to fight for what I want, and I learned there's no free lunch in the world.
What I learned from this school is how to be a better person, how to speak up and show leadership. I learned how to cooperate with others that I'm not very comfortable with, and just starting something new that I didn't think I could do.
The most important things I learned from this school is from Mr. Yi Chen. He taught me how to be an artist, think by yourself and follow your heart.
that you have to treat other people the way you like to be treated to show your respect.
I've been in school for like 2 years. I think mostly just I've learned how to like live around the people independently and find a new way to entertain people. Yeah.
The biggest thing I learned from these 2 years is I learned to be responsible for myself.
And in these 4 years, I have got my potential to passion to mathematics, and I am keep working hard for this.
And I learned that I need to love my neighbor and be patient, listen to others.
What I learned in the school is like how to communicate with other students, even though I may not like them, but I still need to get along with them so that I won't get into any troubles.
What did I learn from Cornerstone these past 3 years is like I noticed that like friend is important, especially if you study or living in other countries. Like to have some good friends, or that is important for you.
Things I learned in Cornerstone is no one is going to stay with you forever, and you have to learn about yourself.
What I learned from Cornerstone Academy is that I learned how to speak English fluently and how to communicate with others.
The most valuable thing I learned during my high school, I think it's friendship.
I learned from this school is think by yourself and know yourself better, and then that is the only thing that I learned.
The most valuable lesson I learned from high school is independence. The study abroad experience provided me a lot of chance to being an independent man and learn many life skills.
My dream is find a good job after I graduate from the university. And the one thing most important I learned from this high school is the GPA is always the most important thing. That's it.
And the most valuable lesson I have learned is never ever give up.
In those 4 years, I was learned don't kill anything. Just doing the things, whatever you need and whatever you should to do. That's it.
Before we close this evening's ceremony, I'd like to take the last opportunity to say thank you to the teachers and the family and friends who have helped us arrive at this moment. We can never have such wonderful high school life without our parents' and guardians' support and love. So we had prepared flowers to show our appreciation. Thank you for taking care of us and helping us go through hard times. Class of 2017, please be seated. Class of 2017, please be seated.
是的，一度非常舒服。
Please be seated. Ho Ting, where are you? And Chris. Well, class of 2017, we did it. However, graduation is not an end goal. It's just a part of our journey of life. From this day forward, let us be the best we can be so that we may reach our goals and fulfill our dreams. Lastly, I want to share something in Chinese. 总说毕业遥遥无期，转眼就真的要各奔东西。那些偷偷溜走的时光，是我们无法定格的青春。无论我们将来会在哪里，愿我们脚下有风，各自灿烂。Once again, congratulations, class of 2017.
Thank you, Lucy. It was an extremely touching video, and I can wait. And it was a really nice gesture of appreciation to your parents and family and guardians and friends. They seem to appreciate you too, as you seem to have gone up with flowers and come back with even more. So that's very sweet. Let's give the class of 2017 one more round of applause. And now before we close, I want to remind you of two things. First of all, you're all invited to the cafeteria immediately following the recessional for some light food and drink, picture taking, hugs, and of course, memory making. And then when we exit, when we recess, please wait to leave the theater until the faculty and administration and the alumni from the class of 2017 have left. We're going to walk up the right side here, so that needs to be clear. So if you're standing in the back, you need to move over that way. Okay? So the final thing is I'm going to ask Reverend Lung to give the benediction, and then we will recess.
Shall we bow our heads and close our eyes? 請我們低頭禱告，我哋一齊低頭禱告。Our dearest Heavenly Father, we just give thanks unto you. We give thanks for the graduates of class 2017. Thank you for all your protections and your provisions for all the past 4 years at Cornerstone Academy. We give thanks to you because it's because of you, you have raised us up, and also you have protected us and provided us with all the wisdom, the health, and all the strength to finish all the 4 years high school education. And Lord, as we come unto you, we humbly ask you that you continue to guide and also to be with all the graduates of the class 2017. May the people that we have known through these 4 years, may all the circumstances that we have experienced, and also for all the prayers that you have answered us, will become the building blocks and also the cornerstone of our life. That when we enter a new stage of our life, and that we know you are God, and we know that your love is the purpose of our living. And so we can find you in our life when we enter our new chapters in our life. Just be with all of us as we depart here. May the saving grace of Jesus Christ, the abundant love of our Father, and also the continuous fellowship of the Holy Spirit be with us all forever and ever. Amen.